مهرجان الملك عبد العزيز للإبل يتجاوز محيطه المحلي وصولا إلى العالمية. هذه حقيقة تثبتها مشاركة السيد الأمريكي جوزيف وإبرامه صفقة شراء ب500,000 وحضوره إلى المهرجان، وهذا يعطي دلالة أولى على نجاح النقلة النوعية في هذا المهرجان وفي رؤية ثقافة الإبل التي نراها تخطو مع الأيام إلى مسافات أبعد. السيد جوزيف ضيفي في هذه اللحظات للكشف عن أسرار هذه المشاركة. سيد جوزيف، أهلا بك في المملكة العربية السعودية وفي برنامج ياهلا.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's such an honor to be here tonight. Thank you.
مشاركة شخص أمريكي في مهرجان الإبل ربما تبدو غريبة، ولكننا سعداء بهذه المشاركة. السؤال: ما الذي دفعك إلى المشاركة في مهرجان مثل مهرجان الإبل؟
I am a catalyzer of innovation for young Saudis, young Americans, and young leaders. And Saudi Arabia and its Vision 2030 is an emerging economy. And Vision 2030 and the Crown Prince's quote when he said, "I'm a dreamer." And he challenged young Saudis. He said, "I'm a dreamer and I'm challenging young Saudis as I want them to challenge me." So I took that personal in a very positive way. And I took upon the challenge of the Crown Prince to be a part of Vision 2030 and to not only just be a part of it, but to add value to the economy. So this was back in 2015-16 when it was just being introduced. Okay? And then I met a close friend who's a close friend of me now. His name is Faisal Qahtani. Okay, he taught me about the nomadic lifestyle, camels, the rich Saudi cultural traditions, the Saudi cultural values. In anthropology, there's a word called cultural relativism. And this means it is for a person who seeks to adore culture, not criticize it. So when I moved to Saudi Arabia, I came with an open mind, okay, to appreciate the Saudi culture. And because I had this open mind, I fell in love with every aspect of the culture. Saudis have always been welcoming, hospitable. And Faisal Qahtani, who introduced me to the nomadic lifestyle and camels, then taking care of camels became a passion for me. It's something that I adored and fell in love with. It's a sport, okay? It's a hobby. And that's what it became for me.
جميل. احنا سعداء حقيقة بهذا الكلام، وسعداء أكثر بأنك تكون من يعني جزء من رؤية 2030. أهلا بك في كل العالم في هذه الرؤية. وشكرا لفيصل القحطاني حقيقة. حديثك هذا يفرض سؤال، إنه هل الإبل الآن في هذه المرحلة بالنسبة لك هواية فقط أم هواية واستثمار؟ خاصة إنه شفناك عقدت صفقة يعني بمبلغ عالي يقدر ب500,000.
Well, it's both. It's a hobby and an investment. Like in any sport, in the United States, you have basketball, you have baseball, you have American football, you have golf. And most, if not all athletes, they are passionate about what they do. So here in Saudi Arabia, the King Abdulaziz Camel Festival is a sport that you will find all the participants passionate about. And I became passionate about it before I even entered into the festival. So yes, it's a hobby, and yes, it's an investment with a return on investment.
جميل. في حديثك السابق منذ سنوات وأنت تسمع عن الرؤية السعودية وعن المملكة، من بداية ما سمعته حتى مجيئك اليوم لمهرجان الملك عبد العزيز للإبل، ما الأشياء التي وجدتها في السعودية لم تكن تعرفها من قبل وستنقلها للناس في بلدك حين تعود؟
I didn't know much. All I knew is from the Saudis that were living in Missouri, in my hometown in Columbia, and Kansas City, Missouri. They were always so nice. They always invited me over to their homes. They cooked their traditional meals for me. So I've always been fond of being around Saudis because they've always been welcoming. So when I got a job and I moved to Saudi Arabia, it's just, being here, just, it became something that I just fell in love with. The people, the culture, their traditions, everything about Saudi Arabia, I feel safe. And if I have a message to send, I would like the world to know this is one, if not the safest, one of the safest countries to live in. If I have another message to send to the world, I would like the world to know that engaging in business here is also one of the best investments that you could ever do in your life. I like to consider Saudi Arabia as the magic kingdom where magic happens.
جميل. يعني مع هذا الوصف العالي للسعودية اللي نشكرك عليه وبالذات في مجال الاستثمار وقربك من هذا المجال، سأخذك لمجال الإبل تحديدا استثماريا. هل تدعو أصدقائك سواء في أمريكا أو في مختلف بلاد العالم إلى أن يستثمروا في مجال الإبل وترى أنه استثمار ناجح؟
Yes, I do find that the venture is a successful venture. This is international business. And I would like to see the King Abdulaziz Camel Festival to be a part of the Olympics. The Olympics is an international sport. And the King Abdulaziz Camel Festival is also an international sport. And I believe that it should be a part of the Olympics. And I would love to see Saudi Arabia, Saudis in particular, competing with the rest of the world, and in the aspect that Americans, people from all over the world can invest like the way I invested and can compete with the people that I have competed against, some of the finest, Mr. Ziyad bin Nahid, Mr. Naif bin Abdul Muhsin al-Rajhi, Mr. Abdullah al-Oda, who won first, second, third, and fourth. When I faced these competitors, I felt like Michael Jordan entering into the NBA when he faced Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird at that time, they were like the biggest, show players, Showtime players. And there was a special episode that I watched. Michael was just at the top of his game. Magic Johnson said to Michael, "There's a new sheriff in town."
طيب مايكل جوردن في السلة الأمريكية، زياد بن نحيد في الإبل السعودية. هل سنراك في المقدمة مستقبلا في أوائل الناس الذين يفوزون في هذا المهرجان؟ تخطط لهذا؟
The connection is the competition. Okay, it's the competition. So as I'm an American athlete, I used to play high school American football, and I used to play basketball. So competition resonates with me. So here, and I'm competing against, again, some of the finest, most industrial experts, of the world. Competing against them, I'm comparing Michael Jordan competing against Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, because that's exactly what I felt and that's exactly what it was.
جميل. بعيدا عن الإبل وسنعود لها بحكم أنك لاعب كرة قدم سابق، تتابع كرة القدم السعودية في السنوات اللي تعرفت عليها للسعودية أم لا؟
Yes, I'm familiar with the Saudi football teams as well.
طيب السؤال الذي سيشغل بال كل من يشاهد هذا اللقاء بعد هذا السؤال، أي الفرق السعودية يشجع جوزيف؟
I'm for all the teams.
No.
I'm for all the teams. I don't want to say one team and then the other teams are like, okay, we need to be careful with Mr. Hassan Joseph. I'm trying to create a whole bunch of allies here.
على الأقل يعني سأغير السؤال قليلا. ليس شرطا الفريق اللي تشجعه، لكن الذي تميل إليه قليلا، الذي يعجبك لعبه، دعنا نقول.
I hear a lot about Khilal. Hilal is, they're a one-of-a-kind team. And what I would like to relate this to the King Abdulaziz Camel Festival. All the participants that I have competed against are like the Hilal. They're always winning. And I love competing against winners. Even though all of my camels, I learned this word from Mr. Ziyad bin Heat, al-Munshariha, that's okay. because next year he will be in the Minshariha club.
نعم. مبدئيا أخبرك بأنه بعض لاعبي الهلال بدأوا الدخول إلى عالم الإبل، مثلا سالم الدوسري، مثلا محمد الشلهوب، وأعتقد أن آخرين سينضمون. نعود إلى الإبل. هنالك في الثقافة السعودية مفردات خاصة بثقافة الإبل، هل تعرفت عليها في المسميات، في الألوان، في طريقة التعامل مع الإبل؟
I didn't know the Arabic names of the camels because I'm still learning. I'm still learning. But as I'm going with the experience, soon I will become more familiarized with it. I chose the name Victoria because it has a special meaning. Victorious. Okay, so as a competitor, I entered in because I wanted Victoria, and I and Mr. Faisal, our team, to be victorious. That's why I chose the name Victoria.
نعم، دعنا نقول إن فيكتوريا وصفقة الشراء التي عقدتها هي الخطوة الأولى في تواجدك الاستثماري في عالم الإبل اللي أنت تعشقه أساساً. الخطوات القادمة ما هي؟ على ماذا تخطط؟
I would like to continue this in this venture. I would like to position myself to compete against the finest again at a greater scale. Additionally, I would like to be in the position to introduce and present the King Abdulaziz Camel Festival to investors in America. I've already spoken to some. I've spoken to some American athletes who are associated with the NFL, the National Football League. I've spoken to some players who are associated with the NBA, the National Basketball Association, and some coaches associated with the NBA and Junior NBA. And they are all expressing interest to me. They appreciate my success. They appreciate the kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And I think you will see them next year. I think you will.
جميل جدا. كيف رصدت ردود فعلهم على دعوتك؟ هل أبدأ أحد منهم استعداده للمشاركة ويمكن أن تذكر لنا بعض الأسماء؟
Yes, they are influenced by my participation, their reaction. They are awe-inspired. They are shocked. They're shocked how the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia hosted me and welcomed me. And they are grateful to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. They're grateful to King Salman bin Abdulaziz. They're grateful to His Highness Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and they're grateful to Sheikh Fahd bin Hathlain for creating this opportunity and this platform for me to be a part of. And they look forward to being a part of it as well.
جميل. قبل أن أختم معك هذا الحوار أريد أن أسمع منك مجموعة رسائل مختصرة أو سريعة. الرسالة الأولى: ماذا تقول لأصدقائك في أمريكا وفي أوروبا إجمالا وفي العالم عن السعودية ومهرجان الإبل فيها؟ ما الرسالة التي توصلها لهم؟
I have already presented the opportunity to them. I have informed them that Saudi Arabia and its new initiatives and Vision 2030, that the time to invest is now, not tomorrow, but now. And I told them to invest yesterday, all right, to express the importance. I told them to come and learn, to come and educate themselves first about the kingdom, about the people, to enjoy the lifestyle. And once, like me, when I first moved here, it wasn't just about business. I developed personal relationships, like with Mr. Faisal Kahtani, my neighbors. Oh man, that's a whole nother story. The way they welcomed me, the way they took care of me. When I came to Saudi, when I moved to Saudi Arabia, I wasn't seen and welcomed as an American, as a black American. I was welcomed as a guest and then as a brother. Saudi Arabia doesn't see color. They see people as guests. And I remember the first time I stepped foot on the airplane, they say in Arabic, I think, welcome guests. I forgot the word in Arabic, but in English it translates to welcome guests. This is the kingdom of, this is the culture. Welcome guests.
ونحن نرحب بك وبكل العالم. الرسالة الأخيرة إلى
so
فهد بن حثلين، وأخبرك بأنه هو يقود نادي الإبل، ولكنه أيضا يقود منظمة دولية على مستوى العالم للإبل. ما الرسالة التي تقولها له بعد كل ما شاهدت؟
Well, I don't want to send a message, but I would like to say thank you. I would like to say thank you for the opportunity. I would like to say thank you for the platform. I would like to say thank you for making this happen. And if it wasn't for him, King Salman bin Abdulaziz and the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be in this position. So I'm thankful. I really appreciate the opportunity. And I want the world to know that there will be many more of me and victorious.
سيد جوزيف، شكرا جزيلا لك ولهذا
Thank you so much.
شكرا للسيد جوزيف، شكرا لنادي الإبل، شكرا لمهرجان الملك عبد العزيز للإبل الذي يضعنا في هذا الإطار العالمي الذي نستحق ونريد أن نوصل إليه. أريد أن أشكر شخصين من الأشخاص اللي نسقوا وساعدوا على إنجاح هذا اللقاء، الأستاذ فيصل القحطاني شكرا جزيلا له، والزميلة المبدعة والثرية جدا بلغتها وتنسيقها حنان الدوسري. بعد الفاصل ألقاكم.